Hey y'all, welcome to Cooking with Coach Amy. I'm Coach Amy and you're in my kitchen and I am getting ready to make Slim Sloppy Joes. This recipe can be found in the Trim Healthy Cookbook on page 63. So we are going to get started making this delicious recipe and I make it in a fuel pull mode so that I can use it on my sprouted grain bread. So let me tell you how I do that while I find my little kitchen tool. This is my Pampered Chef Mix and Chop, and I like to use it to crumble up my deer meat that I have got cooking here. It's getting close. This was frozen solid, so I kind of sat it in this pan with some water, covered it, and I've let it steam for about 15 or 20 minutes. And now I'm just crumpling the deer meat up. This is 2 pounds. And you can use beef, you can use ground turkey, but for what I'm doing so that I can have this on Ezekiel bread is that I'm using this lean deer meat. So you can use any lean meat that you choose to do that. Or you can make a fuel pull bread option from the books. There are a couple of options for that. Uh-oh, my camera slipped. Sorry. There are a few fuel pull bread options. There's like a Swiss bun, that kind of thing. And they're really good, and you can make those in the microwave super easy. I will be sure to include those recipes in the description of this. The cookbooks are so full of options for us. It's just kind of learning where they are. All right, so I've got that broken up. I'm going to cover it. And we will finish that recipe in a minute. But right now, I'm going to prepare my side. So I'm going to have the Slim Sloppy Joes in a fuel pull recipe. And then I'm going to have it on the Ezekiel bread, which makes it an E. So for my side, I'm going to have squash and zucchini, which are both non-starchy vegetables. And I'm going to use the same pan once this is done cooking. I'm going to use this. No, I'm going to have to get another pan, actually. I was actually planning to do another recipe and then I got sidetracked. So, Bella, will you get me my rock crock, please? We're just gonna use another pan. Sorry for the confusion. But anyway, I'm just gonna spray the pan with this coconut oil spray, use salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, and liquid aminos to flavor the vegetables. But now Bella has already washed them for me. Thank you, Bella. They're in the bottom drawer. Oh, well, okay, the big one's fine. Well, actually, let me think. Give me my cast iron skillet. So I'm just gonna slice, sorry, pardon Bella's clanking. We have a lot of dishes in that drawer. I'm just gonna cut up this zucchini. And I'm feeding about 9 people for lunch, so I am going to be having, I need more food than my normal people might need. I like to cut my squash up a little smaller because it is a little more thick around the middle. And this is all fresh from my garden, y'all. I'm so excited. I have some spaghetti squashes too that I really need to cook soon. We plant like extra things because you never know what will make, what will be successful and what won't be successful. The kids will have their Slim Sloppy Joes on a whole grain hamburger bun, but I'm going to use the Ezekiel bread. And I also have some leftover vegetables that I'll heat up for them. I have some green beans and corn, but I'll just heat up to kind of add to their plate. And if they have a happy plate, they'll get some frozen fruit or a little applesauce for their dessert. Dessert doesn't always have to be a cake or a cookie, y'all. Most kids would be completely happy with applesauce or some yummy fruit. Last one. Okay, we got all that on my mat. get started with this. Oh, she didn't move that. That's not safe. Okay. Get all set up here. So I'm going to move this pan over just a smidge. And I might have to do this in batches, but that'll be okay. I usually cook all this in my big skillet, but it's okay. We're going to be versatile and we're going to be flexible, and it's all going to work out fine, y'all. Sometimes things don't go the way we think they should, huh? All right, let's give this another little crumble, and we're going to start adding our ingredients. Maybe that's in a moment. So this is the Pampered Chef Mix and Chop, just using it to crumble up the ground meat. Sorry, it's loud. Okay. It's starting to get hot. So I'm just going to add some of the vegetable in there. We'll save that for a second batch. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put my salt on here. Salt my vegetables. Pepper. Bella, I believe I'm going to need more nutritional yeast. Do you mind grabbing that for me? Nutritional yeast. And this is Bragg's liquid aminos. I think they're in this in the pantry. On my camera. Sorry, y'all. Just a little squirt of that. Let me try to move that so y'all can see. Okay, so I'm just gonna give this a stir every now and then. The Bragg liquid aminos, they offer a lot of amino acids that we don't typically get in food, and so they're a really great addition, and they taste really good. Right, let me fill up my nutritional yeast container. All right. Now we're ready to work on this slim sloppy joe. So we're going to use some seasoning blend that I've already measured out. We're going to let those vegetables get soft. Now if you were using ground meat, you would want to drain the fat, but there's no fat in deer, so I didn't have to do that. I'm just going to stir that in. Just going to saute for a few minutes. While we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and measure out my seasonings. So I'm going to skip down a little bit. We're going to start with some salt. Put that in this little container here. Next up, we have garlic powder. Oh, Bella, will you please grab the chili powder for me? I'm so glad that she's here to help me on the things that I forgot to do. This chili powder is right there. Is that one right there, baby? Thank you. I'm going to give all this a little stir while I'm doing that. Y'all remind me, I just did the chili powder. Give the vegetables a little spin in here. Okay. Alright, what's next? Some super sweet. I think I can add that together. Yes. Alright. I don't like my my slim sloppy joe to be extremely sweet, so I only do half of the suggested amount of that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I added the salt, onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, and super sweet. Did I do onion? I don't think I did. I think I snipped the onion on accident. Here we go. That's why I like to move things from my prep side to my done side, so I know what I did and didn't do. Because even though I'm doing 2 things at once, if this was like a normal day at my house, I would be interrupted a million times by my little ones. So it's good to have that little check there. All right. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which included some tomato paste. I like to use this tiny little scraper from Paper Chef to get this out. You can probably find an equivalent at Walmart, but I had a party and got all kinds of stuff. Okie dokie. And then we've got our sauce, which we don't need this much actually, so I'm going to only do about half of this. Alright, we will save that for something else. And our mustard. We don't like a ton of mustard, so I just do a little squirt. I don't do the 3 to 4. Just a little bit. That might be half a tablespoon. It's not much. Alright, so we got the ground meat, the seasoning blend, paste, sauce, mustard, salt, onion, garlic, chili, super sweet. Now we're going to do the apple cider vinegar. I also don't do a full amount of this just because of our taste buds, so I do about half a tablespoon. And a dash of cayenne pepper. I'm sounding like Pearl saying cayenne. Alright, just a little bit there. I'm going to give this squash a little stir. It's starting to get dry. Can you get me a little container or something with a lid that I can keep this in so it'll stay warm? I'm preparing, this is Sunday lunch. We decided it's bad weather outside, so my husband went and he preached at the church he's interim at, and I stay home with the kids today. That'll be great. Could you just put that in there for me? Well, I'm going to need a bigger one because I've got another batch to do. I got to sneeze, guys. Excuse me. Alright, we got all that done. Let's get this incorporated. This does not take long. We are almost done with this. I can't wait to see how y'all decide to make your slim sloppy joe. Because if you use beef, you would do it in S mode. You know, and you could just have a little serving of it in a side salad. You could have it kind of like maybe like a little taco salad. You could even put a little bit of cheese with it. That might sound kind of weird, but I bet it's good. Cheese on anything is good. Well, I guess it wouldn't be good on cake. Alright, so we're just going to let that heat through a little bit and simmer it for a little while. Okay, that's done. Let me get my lid. Now what I like to do, I have a gas stove so it gets super hot. So I just transfer it to my back eye and let it stay heated on low back there to keep warm. Alright, so I'm going to move, I think I'm going to use my tongs. We're going to move this over here in a container to keep it warm. And I only use the coconut spray because I'm doing this in E mode. So my children, so this is kind of a field pool. So on theirs, this will be their batch. This is my batch. The next batch will be their batch. And so I'm going to add some butter to the pan for them so that they get some fat. We want to make sure they always have crossovers, right? Let me turn that down. Just had more of the zucchini in it. I'll also chop up a cucumber because we have tons of them. So excited. I may do a small side salad. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Let's go ahead and season this, and then we'll be done. I think y'all have seen how I've done this. This is a yummy, one of our family favorites is this. slim sloppy joe. We'll do a squirt of liquid aminos. And I'm just going to keep tossing this around until they're soft and ready to eat. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Coach Amy. We did slim sloppy joes in the Trim Healthy Cookbook on page 63. And we sauteed up some squash and zucchini. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.